first. What's up? Yeah. Yeah, the Boosie situation is man, when I saw that, I think it was yesterday. I was in the middle of creating another video. Yeah, I just been dealing with moms. You know, mom birthday is like an event that continuously goes on until she goes home. What's up, sincerely? Now, you saw Boosie's daughter get on there and credit her mother for everything and get mad at her daddy, saying he never did nothing. He just does stuff for clout on social media. And now, I didn't know the backstory of any of this. I saw the people complaining on social media. And I just saw that video first of her going off on a rant on Boosie. And she's talking about her mother and how he don't do nothing and calling him out of his name, disrespectful. It was very disrespectful. Thank you. Appreciate that. But it was extremely, extremely disrespectful what she was saying. So I said, well, I'm in the middle of making another video, so when I get around to it, I end up tackling that. Then I took a nap, woke back up, took a shower, got dressed, went out, did a stream on One Crack News. Y'all saw that. How you doing, sir? Hey. So when we did that stream, mom went out to celebrate her party, her birthday at a event with my uncle. Auntie was there and everything. Now, on top of all of this, right? Oh, thanks, Kennedy. Thank you, everybody. Wishing my moms a happy birthday again. Appreciate the love. Now, here's the news. The news is Boosie took back an $80,000 like BMW. He got his daughter. He gave her an $80,000 BMW, and then he took it back. So she's mad that he took the car back. And that's why we're having this outburst that you're seeing on social media. All of a sudden, he's a deadbeat dad, he don't do nothing for her, etc., etc. Now, when you start seeing this type of behavior, it's very clear. It's clear and concise, right? Very clear and concise. What the situation is. Because this whole time, I'm like, well, where's the mama? When did mama give you? If dad was such a deadbeat, did she take him to court? Did she put him on child support? What happened? Seemed to me you were taken care of. You didn't feel like he was a deadbeat dad when he gave you an $80,000 car. First and foremost, no child should have an $80,000 car. Period. I don't care if I'm a gazillionaire. You ain't getting no $80,000 car. You want an $80,000 car, you better buy that on your own. With your own money. That's how that works. What do I look like giving you an $80,000 car and you ain't got a job? Do you know $80,000 cars have maintenance that are like $2,500, $1,200? You can't afford that. And if you can't afford that, you shouldn't probably have a car. But parents play a role in that. Parents play a role in this entitlement. I'm quite sure the mother somewhere, somehow, some way, influenced that $80,000 car. Because what I also found out is that she was going to file for child support once she saw her daughter get that $80,000 car. Then she talking about taking him for child support. Once she pops up with an $80,000 car, the mama want to get something out of it. Now all of a sudden, mama wants something. Mama got to have a life too. I'm like, I don't have a car that costs $80,000. And I can afford to buy a car that costs $80,000. I just don't want a car that costs $80,000 if I don't need a car that costs $80,000. I'd rather put that $80,000 into something that's going to bring me $80,000 or more. Oh, definitely. I'm not going to spend all that money on a car. But to be that disrespectful, I would take back the car too. You don't deserve it. She treated him. Treated him. What's the treat? What's the treat? No, you see, women will use children in these situations to be spiteful. That's why I'm not going on no 23andMe and all that DNA. They ain't popping me. As soon as I get on there, boom. So you know you got 5 kids. I'll be the hell I do. They'll be Papa, it's me. I mean, don't know you. I know what she mean. I know what treated mean. That's what I'm saying. I don't see how that's treating him. She was just completely, just flagrantly disrespectful. For no reason. Just spoiled entitlement is what she was doing. She tried to treat him, but she treating herself. Yeah, these women, man, I've seen it all around me. You know what I mean? My buddies are going through this right now. I had a buddy pay for a kid that wasn't his. She named the kid Nas, because she loved Nas. And I'm like, you let her name your son Nas? The dude she got a crush on? And I knew it was fishy. I knew he was fishy when he said it. I knew it was fishy when he said it because he didn't really believe it at first that the shorty was his. Just from initial talk, he didn't believe it. The initial conversation was like, well, he got wavy hair like me. I got wavy hair. I'm like, all babies got wavy hair when they come out. Like, dude, you trying to convince yourself. But the first time he told me, she said it might not be mine because we had a fight and we were split up for a little bit. Then we got back together, but she said she don't know it's a chance. That went away to this is my baby. So I thought he took all the precautions to make sure the kid was here. And next thing you know, the kid growing up 3, 4, 5 years thinking, this is my daddy. And it ain't his kid. That's a hell of an experience for the child, the mama, and everybody else involved. And especially him. I got a friend, white guy, dating a black girl, beautiful black girl. You know, his family got money. Not him in particular, but his family got money. She see that. She don't have money. So she's living the lifestyle. They move in together, get a house. His family accept her. Everything is love. She gets pregnant, has a kid. They have their first child. And next thing you know, come to find out, the baby wasn't his. The girl's like 10 years old, and they find out that he's not the father of the child. That the child ain't even mixed. She was creeping on him with some black dude. And, and hey, of course they broke up, but he's still a father to the child because he's been doing it for over 10 years. So I've seen these situations at its worst and most confusing peak, being on the outside looking in going, damn, I hope I don't get set up like this. I put the rubber on tighter. Now, the kids don't be the problem. The situation with the children be the problem. Because the situation is normally, you see a baby mother who's out to get something, especially if the father has something. Now, Boosie was a rapper who had access to money and big wads of money, right? So he wasn't just some, mixtape guy. Boosie was making money. And I'm quite sure she knew. So she probably looked very good, had nice curves and everything else. But she knows this is the extent as far as she's gonna go. So in order to keep him in her life, which she knows she ain't gonna be able to keep that man, he gonna be with other women. So how I'm gonna keep him locked in? A baby. So even though I know he don't want to be with me exclusively, then this baby for 18 years or however, I'm gonna hold this man here. This is called the keeper Negro baby. So now you want to keep a man that don't really want to be tied down. Now, because of somebody's occupation, like a professional athlete or an entertainer, they're not a 9-to-5 dad. Okay? They don't come home at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock every night. Some nights they're not going to be home. They might be gone for 2 weeks on the road. You might see them one night because this is how they work. So it ain't like they don't want to be in a child's life. They busy. And then when they got time to spend with the kids, you want to keep the kid away from them because that gives you more leverage and more control. The further you keep the father away. But then you brainwash the child into believing he's a bad daddy. Daddy don't love you. So the kids start believing that. And they use them as pawns in their whole plan. Meanwhile, you robbing your child of a life and livelihood, because every child should have their father and mother in their life as long as they live it. No matter if y'all relationship don't work out, he might not be a compatible relationship person, but he might be a great father. It might be giving some great fatherly advice to his daughter or to his son. Something that a man needs to deliver. Just because y'all don't get along or he don't want to be with you no more, don't mean he can't be a father. And that they need to be cut out. But some of these women who feel like they get more money, the more they don't have the father around. And that they should be getting taken care of while they run around and go date other people. So they get, all of a sudden, them getting 30,000, 50,000 a month in child support, which is insane on the planet. The court systems just give the women the money. And they try to make it look like, well, he didn't show up for a weekend. It'd be like he was in Detroit and Atlanta playing, working, earning the money. So how you coming? Well, the court says you gotta go. Look, the court don't know my job. This is what we try to say. My time off is here. Here's my schedule. I don't have a schedule that's like your mama's. Your mama go do this hair and nail thing when she feel like it. But what your mama want is for me to take care of her and you. So mama don't have to work and spend all the money going to the club, and it don't say what mama could spend the money on. Ain't no list of how much is actually going to the child and what mama's spending. All of a sudden, you getting 40,000 a month, and that ain't enough. You don't got to pay for the house. The house is paid for by the father and everything else, and you want him to take care of you, to go kick it with other dudes, with your girl. Like, I'm taking care of your child. It's your child too. You're only living with him because I am the breadwinner. I have to go out and earn the money. If you making 17.5 a year, then you go do all these things. That's for the professional athlete and entertainer life. And these people having to pay these astronomical numbers that are outrageous. And the women that are using their kids as meal tickets. Hit the like button for that. So they was like, Boosie should have wrapped it up. Yeah, they say that is in hindsight, yeah. But you know, he got a daughter. Who say he don't love his daughter? Even though she's just talking, you know, reckless. But it's probably him not really being around because he probably was working, touring, doing shows, battling cases in court. Hell, he in a court case right now. But he's earning. If somebody gave you an $80,000 car, I would shut the F up. Because he ain't have to do that. But the mama gonna want to try to take him to child support. Anytime they see the guy getting any kind of money, oh, his money coming back up. Oh, I gotta try to get a piece of that. What for? He's not with you. What you call your baby, the kids be like in their 20s. He about 24, 25, 26. They ain't got no contract to take care of them no more. The best thing you could do for your child is to try to prepare them to be self-sufficient. That is your job as a parent. It's to prepare them for the world they're going to have to go out in. And that failure has been implementing more and more. That they keep running back to the nest. 30 years old, moving back in. And then sometimes they coming back in with babies. Men and women. Men are moving back in their mama house with their girlfriend and their babies. You know what they call that? Failure to launch. They fail to take off, they're going to run right back to mama house. And then they don't leave the house. They want to stay there. They get comfortable there. Say, I'll just pay you rent, mama. No, you want to pay mama when you feel like it. Meanwhile, your wife and your kids tearing up the furniture. She ain't cooking. She ain't helping clean up with mama. So mama gonna be stressing and yelling and arguing. And then mama's like, okay, well, cool. I ain't in the house alone. I got somebody to yell at. But this don't help your child. This is not helping your child. How is your child supposed to advance and move forward in life if you're not preparing them for the world? Oh, she's gonna try to take them to court and all this craziness. That's why I implore everybody to get joint custody. If you're not gonna be with the wife for your child, get joint custody. Or put yourself on child support early. Don't let them do it. Put yourself on child support. So you can get a flat fee on what you pay and what you don't pay. Because a lot of stuff, you just do it. You just buy it. Like I bought some diapers, I bought some milk, I gave all this. My buddy was doing that. And the judge took that as a gift. And he was like, you got the receipts to that? He was like, and 17 years ago, you think I got a receipt from Walgreens? I think I got the CVS receipt to the formula. It's like, stop playing. I know, I try to get this game to my friends, but it's like, look, you could take the horse to the water, but you can't make them drink. You know what they tell me? You ain't got no kid, you ain't got to worry about it. I said, I'm not worried about it. I tried to give you information that could probably help you out. But do what you think is working. Do what's worked best for you. My job was just to give you some advice. Don't get defensive and take it out on me. You got this problem. I don't. They want to take it out on me because they just need somebody to try to take it out on. I'm trying to give you some advice that might be beneficial to you. Yeah, well, you have deadbeats. Yeah, you have deadbeat fathers. They just deadbeat people. But they were deadbeat when you met them and got pregnant by the deadbeat. You got to choose better. You know? But that's a whole different situation. They don't mind. They don't even want the father around. They want him out the picture immediately so they can get the money. You saw that clearly when what's her name? Drea, a reality show, a stripper, Drea Michelle or whatever her name is, and she was dating the former the guy who played for the Eagles, and as soon as he lost his job or got cut from the team, the relationship didn't work no more. She immediately cut ties with him. She didn't even see if he was gonna get picked up by another team. She knew it was over. Then he tried to become an analyst working for Fox. Immediately cut him out. Where's Khalifa? Amber Rose got a kid with him. Wiz thought this is a couple. Once the baby got there, gone. You the meal ticket. And now, she ain't got no suitors no more. Now she in her 40s, and everybody want these young chicks, and all her little business moves have blown up on her. The Kardashians don't really deal with her no more. All her little gigs that she was trying to get, they fading away. Yeah, they doing all kind of stuff, man. Man, these people are nuts. Because they get free college. They get free everything. So if somebody gonna pay you money for free, why are you gonna bust your neck or break your neck to try to do something? Obama sent any baby mama paying free college. But you can't have a man with you. So if you black and you a single baby mama, you had free college. Basically promoting you to be a single baby mother. And they was like, well, what about the fathers that got custody of their children? What about the black fathers? They was like, oh no, they get to go too. Like, I haven't seen that. Right, because if he's a deadbeat father, and meaning he's a deadbeat companion, period, and he's a deadbeat father, don't even want to spend time with the kid and want to be out the streets, then it makes no sense to keep him around. If he's a danger to be around your children, or he's not providing any worth to the child, he shouldn't be around. You see, back in the 70s, they didn't even put fathers on child support back then. They ain't put them on child support. The mama be like, F that dude. We gonna be all right. We don't need him at all. Let him, he wanna run the street, good. Let him go. We gonna be all right. It's gonna be me and you, we got this. We don't need him. He don't wanna be here, he ain't gotta be. So, that's how it was. It was strict. It wasn't all this, let me see what I can get off of him. Man, I'm telling you, let me show you how terrible it is for a baby mother. They would go out and put their child in a learning disability class to say their child is disabled, he has a learning disability. They would put him in dumber classes so that they can get more money, and they can get more money longer from the government than they should be getting. Like when he becomes a certain age, because they say he's mentally or she is mentally behind or not compatible to make their own decisions, they stay getting paid checks through the government. And they want that. And they would put their child in a state where they don't get educated and let them grow up. Nothing mentally wrong with these kids. They want to keep them dumb so that they can get money. I've seen this done. So now the kid grows up and really is dumb because he was held back all his life on real education. Because you kept him in a class making him feel that he was dumb when he wasn't. And I won't say dumb, I would say behind. Some people have dyslexia or some type of learning disabilities, and it's harder for them than others. He never had those problems. She never had those problems, but mama wanted money. She need more SSI money. She need all that. She need that government checks. They know every trick of the trade to get free money out the government. They don't have no plans on ever working. Chick had 4 baby daddies. 4 kids, 4 baby daddies. And was trying to get with a 5th dude because he had a job at 5th Avenue Bank. He was working at the bank. She was trying to get him. Told him she only had 2 kids. Told her the other kids that's their cousin. That's my sister kids. Them all her kids. She was lying to him from the jump. She only had 2 boys. She told the boys, all right, I said that, yeah, y'all belong to Auntie so-and-so. Yeah, y'all 2 mine. So he was like, yeah, I'm gonna take your kids out, your boys. Take them out. Yeah, one of the girls called her mama, and she's like, why you call you mama? She's like, cause I'm taking care of them all the time. They call me mama. 2 kids, all right. 4 might scare them off. And they go out and they do all this craziness. Yep, had the 5th baby. Guy from the bank fell for it. They had a son. He thought, all right, let's move in, be a family. It's gonna mess up her money. She marry you, she gonna lose her checks. She can't have that. She want her government money. You keep your place, I keep my place. And the baby gonna stay with me. He didn't want that. He wanted to be a family. He wanted to be around his child, take care of his child. She wasn't too keen on that. You're gonna have to make appointments and visits. Visits? I thought we was dating. Yeah, we are, but you know, you've been too pushy lately. I need my space. I need to think about this. Think about this. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta watch for these traps. You guys going in there thinking, family, this person's in it with me, and you find out that they in it for the bag. And me, boy, I'm a walking lottery ticket. So I'm extra careful. So when I see an entertainer or athlete that go through this, 9 times out of 10, it's always the woman trying to get something for nothing. But sometimes work for it, and they just want somebody to actually be there, and sometimes they don't want to be there, and they run from the responsibility. Those are the weak guys. You have those cases too. Well, we're going to see how the scenarios play out, because the whole world is designed to be a certain way. So when you see everything play out, Boosie might be in a whole different mindset by the time this is all said and done. For real, for real. I've told you, I've seen a guy whose ex-wife, they had a house, they had a daughter, white family. House, daughter, everything, right? They get a divorce because the wife was cheating. Let me repeat that. Wife was cheating. He's a truck driver. So he's not home a lot. He's on the road. He was a truck driver when she met him. They have a daughter. The daughter was about 6 during the divorce. So of course she's distraught. She's confused about the divorce and what's transpiring. So they go through all of this, right? Now, even after dealing with all of this that's laid out before you, here's what else they come up with. After dealing with that, laying on the forefront, mom gets caught cheating. She wants out the marriage, loveless marriage. And she's like, well, he's been a walking ghost in this relationship for years. I want the divorce. And he's going to take care of his daughter. So they couldn't agree on keeping the house. So they had to sell the home. So she moves in with her boyfriend. She gets a place and her boyfriend lives there basically, rent free. He's paying rent, but he's not on any books. So it's her place. She has a job. He's got to pay her alimony and he's paying child support. He can't afford to get another house. So all of his tools and everything that he got has to go in a storage bin. So now he's living in a condo, 2-bedroom condo, because he's got to have a room for his daughter when she comes over to visit and spend time in the weekend with dad. Now, the only time he gets extra weekends is when mom wants to go to Baja on a vacation for a week. And she's like, well, you got your daughter for the whole week, so you got to make something happen. Now he can't be on the road as much because now he's got to find a way here. So he takes another trucking job that pays less money to do more local runs. So now he's in this area. Now, this has been maintained for years. And what happened is the guy is like really cool. The husband, the ex-husband, really cool with her new boyfriend. You know, he's like, hey, you know, I love her. Thinking about marrying her. So this dude is like, yes, I get her off my alimony. So that's all he's thinking about in his head. He was, man, go ahead and pop the question. Help the guy pick out a ring, told her what all she liked. He's so happy he don't know what to do. He proposed and she was like, oh my God. But she was like, you just don't make enough. Yeah, I'm going to lose too much in my alimony if I marry you. So he's pissed, and so is the husband. Like, oh, so you just out for my money? And he's like, I want to live with you. I don't want to be doing this and doing I want a wife. I want a family. I want kids. She was like, we can have kids. He's like, no, I want to be married. And this is ridiculous. She's like, well, you have to make more money. So that became a big fight. And the husband and him was like, they were at the bar drinking together. He's like, man, this ain't right, man. I want to marry her. And she's talking about money and all that. He was like, I know, it's ridiculous. But don't you give up. He was like, I need to get her off my books. Get this alimony off my back. I never found out what happened. Never found out the end of that. Yeah, it's weird. It enables people. See, people take a good thing and they ruin it. Alimony was meant to take care of the women that you leave behind. Because most wives back in the day, they had 6, 7 kids. They couldn't afford to go anywhere. And everybody be like, man, your husband was cheating. Why didn't you leave? She was a mother with no basically experience in the work world, except for like taking care of some houses or doing some cleaning projects. She normally took care of the households, raised the kids. So to kick your husband out, they didn't have any real government assistance back then. So the women had no choice but to stick with the husband. Isn't like they didn't know they were cheating. They just didn't have a choice. Now, everything spins around, right? The alimony was to take care of the wives when you divorce them, so they could be sufficient enough to raise the children. When the husband decides he wants a new family. No, that's what they do. So that's the process, that's the decision making, that's all of it. So Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah, so Boosie's situation, that shouldn't take long. That's a conversation with him and his daughter. She's just acting out like a normal overgrown child. It's a bitter baby mama. I'm gonna rest the bank on that. I'm better bank, bitter baby mama. Yes, sir. A possibility. A lot of broke actresses out there. A lot of these actors and entertainers be broke. I've told you that before. Completely broke. Yeah, a lot of them do. They use that as an opportunity to latch on to a lot of these people that were getting money, like Puffy and all this stuff. That's what they used to do. Go to these functions and get with somebody, a rapper. Gabrielle Union was broke. She wasn't making money like that till she got with D-Wade. She had a little bit of money. She ain't had money. But that's a conversation for another day. See y'all on the Patreon. I'm out.